Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat your love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It is very close and they feel when the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one, and Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule. The same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra.
Akara m ihe mbe na-eme mbe si ma chọrọ ofu ukwu ehi ma nke ọzọ mụ achọrọ ihe niile ma nkwụ ya ma aka ya ma isi ya ma olu ya anyị ga-adọbiri wee pụọ na nke onwe anyị chigata azụ etu anyị nọ tupu ndị ọcha wee bịa ebe a nwa aha obodo ebe a nwe ndị mmadụ n'ime tupu nwa bekee si ebe o si hapụ obodo ya ọ bịa ebe a ọkpọrọ onye nke ọkpọrọ okeke ọkpọrọ okafọ dakata anyị isi ọ sị n'ụbọchị nke taa na anya aha anyị wuzi Naijiria anyị na-aza aha na-enweghị omimi n'ime ya ihe ngwa gbasị biko kọwara m ihe Naijiria pụtara enwepụghị kọwara m ọmụa ga-aza aha osimiri ka osimiri ga-aza aha mụnwa n'ihi ihe anyị na-ekwuwu na ebe arụgidere ụlọ a na ọ jọgburu onwe ya ọ dịghị mma Naijiria agaghị emekọtanwu ihe ọzọ ihe ọjọọ emego n'obodo a arụ emego egbugo ndị be anyị aka na-egbukwa anyị ndị Fulani wechere na mabata be anyị ka na-egbukwa ndị be anyị ruo ụtụtụ echi a na-asị m na ọ ga-adị mma oge ọ na-ekwu okwu ka nwee mmekọrịta bụ nke ndị iro kọ nke ndị ụmụnne ha egosighị anyị ọtụtụ mgbe ha kpọrọ anyị asị onye ajụrụ ajụ na-ajụ onwe ya ha jụrụ anyị aja ama njụ onwe anyị agbanyeghị na anyị nwe ngwa ahịa n'ugwu Awụsa agbanyeghị na anyị na-azụ ahịa ebe niile dị iche iche na-eme nke ọma kama onye ghara ndụ kpakụ onye ire rie n'ihe ọ Ndụbụisi ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka anyị cheghata azụ ebe a ruo obodo anyị ka o wee maa mma wee karịa obodo ndị ọcha na mma ọhịa anyị na-arịọ nwekwe n'ugwu nwee nkwanye ugwu n'ime onwe anyị ọnwa anyị pụọ n'iro a na-etigbu anyị pụọ n'iro ekwu okwu asị ọ bụ gịnị ma anyị ji wee ekwu okwu ụmụ ihe ndị a ka anyị sị na anyị agaghị anabatakwa ya ọzọ.
Akụkọ akọrọ anyị bụ na ọkụkọ na ewu agaghị nzukọ ụmụ anụmanụ a na-emezi mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ịchụ aja ejiri ọkụkọ maọbụ nwụchụ aja mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ime ka Naijiria dị n'otu enwe ha na-eto esi wee kpam akpụrụ ndị Igbo ọ pụtara na anyị bụ ọkụkọ maọbụ ka ọ pụtara na anyị agaghị nzukọ mere ya bụ ihe eji eme anyị bụ ndị Igbo ụdị na ọbara ndị Igbo ahụ kpafu n'obodo Naijiria agaghị
ọ bụ site na akpọmasị ihe na-eme anyị dị ka ihe mere ndị ji oge mgbe gara aga etu akụkọ mba niile dị iche iche ji kpọọ ụmụ Izrel asị a na-egbu ha a na-egbu ha a na-egbu ha afọ niile aka na-egbu ha o wee ruo oge ugbu anyị asị na ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na ọ dịghị anyị mma ọ ka mma na onwe ihe ekegbuo anyị wu nwere onwe njem a nke anyị na-aga kama na na-esi etete n'ụtụtụ asị na onwe onye gburu ebe a onwe ha na-ekwu okwu o doo na onye onwe onye n'aka ụkọchukwu n'ugwu Awụsa ebepụ isi ọnwụghị ofu ugboro ọnwụghị ugboro abụọ ọnwụghị ugboro atọ ọnwụghị ugboro anọ ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike wee nwere onwe anyị ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-azọ nwere onwe tụbụ na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ ibe mabata n'ime ụlọ mbịa bupụ m isi a sị na-achọghị ụdị nka ọ wụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ àjà ọzọ.
Welcome. Thank you for joining me on this very evening section. It's going to be a quick one as always. I'm not going to take much of your time, so wherever you are, like and share the program, invite somebody to join us as we have the evening section of the program. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we were not able to come up on our evening program. You know, we have other activities to pursue. And whenever we cannot make it in the evening, do not be discouraged. Just be there. We will definitely come back to you and we will do what we have to do. So I appreciate everyone that have joined this very evening. I thank you for being part of the program. As you all know, our evening program is a quick one, 1 hour or less than 1 hour. We do what we have to do, a kind of a revision of what we did in the morning. So I welcome everyone that have joined us this very evening, and I want to remind you that in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come to preach hate. We do not come to attack people or individuals. So wherever you are and you are joining us, please, I urge you to like and share the program. And as you like and share the program, you can equally join us on stage if you have a contribution to make. You have read the topic before you join us. Please make sure you read the topic so that you can be able to know what we are talking about. We would not like to deviate from the topic. Each topic we want to discuss, we would like to discuss it deep. So if you are joining me on stage, try as much as possible to go through the topic and then you can come and join. The link is there for you to join us. I'm not going to waste much of your time. So remember what we are discussing in the morning. We discussed more about this and we are still continuing to stay on the same part of the different topic, but it has to do with the same thing. And what we are focusing on today, we are talking about the media, Nigerian media and their propaganda machine, the way they have tried as much as they can to keep us caged, the way they have tried to make us look, they have done everything they can to tarnish our image. The attack of the Nigerian government on us, their media, is something that is of concern. So that is why we choose this topic, just like we did media bias exposed. The media bias exposed. Igbo voices versus Nigerian narrative machine. the West's hypocrisy. The bias of the media of Nigeria is so much. It's so much, so much, so much. And that is why some of us came to the media. Because of the bias of Nigerian media, that is why most of us came to media to speak. Because it becomes so clear that if you do not tell your story, other people will help you to tell the story. And I bet you they will never tell it to your own advantage. If you refuse to take charge of your story, tell your story to the world to hear, other people will help you and tell that story. And I bet you it will not be for your good. It is the reason why some of us have come to this very media, because of the media bias of Nigerian government. You know that every media in Nigeria is under the control of the Janjaweed. The Yoruba media, as we call them, why we refer to them as Yoruba media is that most of those media are owned by Yorubas. When it comes to media, the people that dominate the media are Yorubas. That is why we use that term Yoruba media. And they are doing a very, very bad job. They are doing a very bad job. In fact, they are part of the terrorism that is happening in Nigeria today. They are supporting it indirectly. They are promoting it indirectly. When it comes to every single thing we are facing today as a Biafran, the challenges we are facing today as Biafrans, it is mostly caused by this media. It is mostly caused by this very media. And that is why we cannot spare them. When we talk about the atrocities, we talk about the evil, we don't miss words. And it is high time every one of us come out in number and begin to speak about this in your various platforms. Do not keep silent. One of the great jobs that Mazen Nandekanu did was that he was able to take over the conventional media. Nandekanu was able to take over the social media, not conventional media, sorry. He was able to take over the social media and he utilized it very, very well to his advantage. And you can see the result. Today, that is why when you see their fake judgment, their injustice against Mazen Nandekanu, they focus on that media. They don't want Mazen Nandekanu to lay his hand on media. They want to control the narrative. They want to tell the story the way they want. But if you keep silent, you don't talk, and you don't share the program when we talk, you are part of the problem. If you are not talking in your own platform, it doesn't matter even if it is only one person that is watching you. It doesn't matter even if it's only one person that comes to read your post. If you are not using your platform to post what is happening against Mazen Nandekanu, you are part of the problem. If you cannot make video, at least share the ones that we are doing. Those of us who are speaking on daily basis, twice every day, share it. Maybe it is from the one that you share that somebody is going to hear. There are still people that are very sensible and sane on this earth. Everybody is not criminal. Everybody is not criminal-minded. We know that the world has a global conspiracy against us. But in the midst of that conspiracy, there are still people that has conscience. It takes only one man to change the whole situation. Just as the Christians say, that through one man, sin came into the world, and through one man, redemption came. What we are suffering today in Nigeria as Biafrans came through one man, Ottoman Danfodio. What the indigenous people is suffering today, it came through one man, Ottoman Danfodio. And the redemption of the Biafran people is going to come through one man. It is going to come through one man. So continue to post and share the program. Continue to speak to people. Continue to talk. Don't keep saying, don't say, I have said it before. I have heard it before. Somebody has said it before. Say it again and again and again. Repetition is for emphasis. It is very important. The media war. We cannot win the media war in silence. The media war that kept us captive today cannot be won by keeping silence. We can only win it by everybody jumping into this issue, continue to talk in your platform, continue to shout. If you can shout, shout. If you can cry, cry. If you can sing, sing. Anything you can do to make sure that the voice of Biafran people is going out. Do it. Do it. That is all we're asking. The media war against us so much. Look at the case of our Supreme Namazan Nandekan. Are you not concerned that today, when you go to many of their big media, all the conventional media, none of them is talking about the injustice meted against Supreme Namazan Nandekan? The injustice against Mazen Nandekan is supposed to be on media throughout the whole month for a very long time until justice is done. This injustice was just done on the 20th. Today is 29th. Everywhere is silent. 9 days. The injustice that was meted on Mazen Nandekan 9 days ago, just 9 days ago, today, go to all the media. They are fighting to change the narrative. The only narrative in the media today, when they mention Mazen Nandekan, they talk about pardon. That means they have accepted the guilty of Mazen Nandekan. Everyone have finally accepted that Mazen Nandekan is guilty, including Biafran people, including your representative. What a shame. What a shame. It calls for concern. But somehow, so many of us are not paying attention. Somehow, so many of us are not paying attention, and it is a shame. Today, they are fighting so hard. You go to media, the only videos that go viral is any video that is against the Biafran people. Any video that is against Mazen Nandekan, it doesn't matter who makes that video, they will make it go viral. They will make it go viral. When any Biafran open his mouth and speak against the struggle, speak against Mazen Nandekan, it will go viral. It is not ordinary. It is intentional. And the government knows what they are doing. Just like the faceless Jezebel. That faceless Jezebel, who knows her? How many of you know her before? How many of you have seen her video before? But all of a sudden, she began to trend across the world. She began to trend. But we still saw video of evidence of revelation of the atrocities of the Nigerian government. Evidence of revelation of the Fulani Janjaweed and their plan, their intentions to Islamize Nigeria, their intentions to take life, their intentions to cause insecurity as much as they can. But what do you see? You don't see any report anywhere. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody is reporting it. People pretend as if it didn't happen. All the media in Nigeria, that very video I played here, none of them is playing it in their own. They pretend they didn't see it. A video that went viral and everybody saw it, that revelation. But the one they channel their energy is one idiot somewhere that is faceless, that doesn't have a say, that doesn't know her left and right, who claim to be educated. He first of all started that Igbos are smart. If the smartness of Igbos is that kind of smartness, they are foolish. If the smartness of Igbo is that kind of smartness that woman displayed in insulting Mazen Nandekan, that means we Igbos are doomed. But of course, we are much more smarter than that. We are much more smarter than that. But you see them, all the criminals in the media, they use it as a point of discussion. All the criminals in the media, they use it as one of their best videos. They make it go viral. They play it over and over and over again. Wherever you are as a Biafran, if you do not recognize this war that is ongoing, you are your own. If you do not recognize that there is a war going on, you are on your own and you are going to face the consequence of your action. There is a serious war going on, a media war. It started long ago, we are not paying attention. But this moment that we have the social media, if you keep silent, you are part of the problem. Yes. you keep silent, you are part of the problem. Nigerian government have mastered the act on how to demonize us. They have mastered the act on how to make us look bad. They have mastered the act on how to show that the world does not look to us. And that should be a thing of concern to every genuine Biafran. That should be a thing of concern. Because it is not ordinary. It is not ordinary. And that very campaign they are carrying against us is causing so much damage. It is causing unimaginable damage. It is not something that we can afford to ignore. No. We cannot afford to ignore it. No matter how you try to ignore it, you cannot. The more you ignore it, the more it becomes obvious. They use their media to demonize Biafra. They use their media to demonize the Igbo people. They use their media to demonize Mazen Nandekan. Go to all their media today. They never speak positive about Mazen Nandekan. Even when somebody managed to come in to speak positive about Nandekan, they will always drag the issue and end it to the extent that the person will begin to have a rethink. The moment Biafra is mentioned, Nigerian media switches into alarm mode. Anytime you mention Biafra, the Nigerian media will change the narrative immediately. They don't wait for a second. Are you not concerned about that? Are you not worried that anytime you mention Biafra, but you will hear people talk about Arewa, nobody attacks them. Even in the House of Assembly, you see people tell you that they are from Arewa. People don't tell them say that they are from Oduduwa land. Nobody attacks them. But once you open your mouth and say you are from Biafra, they turn the alarm mode. The whole environment will change. They try to present Biafra to the world as chaos. They present us to the world as troublemakers. They portray us to the world as danger. It doesn't matter how peaceful we have been. Everyone knows that the Igbos, the Igbo Biafra, are the most peaceful people in that contraption. Most peaceful. It has always been the most secured area in Nigeria until they introduced, the Nigerian government by themselves introduced insecurity in Biafra land. Even now that they introduced that insecurity, Biafra land is still the safest. Even now, Biafra land still remains the safest because they cannot operate the way they operate in other places. You see mass abduction in the north, mass abduction in the southwest. The only place where they are not having mass abduction is in Biafra land. That is the only place they have not succeeded. And they are fighting very hard to weaken everywhere. But the most painful thing is that the Igbo Biafrans are the one helping them to weaken us. Mazi Samarapa stood up and began to protect his people, tell them to protect themselves, educate them about self-defense. The same people he was protecting, they went ahead to testify against him. They pushed a blackmail, they say, is it Mazi Samarapa? That is why Mazi Nandekan is not released. The Mazi Samarapa should be taken out, so Mazi Nandekan released. And every one of them supported. They called for the head of Mazi Samarapa. Today, the same people that called for the head of Mazi Samarapa go and see them on media shouting, Fulani is coming. And they don't have solution. The only thing you hear from them, protect yourself, defend yourself, protect yourself. What do you expect the people to defend themselves with? What are they going to protect themselves with? What instrument of protection have you given them? Nothing. But when Simon Emma was there, bringing this intel, not only passing information, but at the same time, providing solutions, protecting the people. Simon Emma was there doing it. You didn't like it. You called him name. You didn't like it. You work with the enemy to remove my son. And today, you are crying from one place to the other. The Department of Saboteur that call themselves DOS, that Department of Saboteur, today, go and check them. They are shouting, Fulani has come, oh, prepare yourself. Don't take your children to school. Don't go here, don't go there, don't go there. But when there was somebody who was protecting the land, you didn't want him to protect it. You pushed your propaganda, pushed your blackmail to drive him away. It is sad. Very, very sad. Every one of us should know what to do. The demonizing of Biafran people is unacceptable. They portray us as chaos. They portray us as danger. They portray us as something the world must fear. Even though we are the most lovable people, they make people fear us. But what is the real story? Biafra at the core. Biafra at the core is all about identity. That is what Biafra is all about. It's all about keeping our identity, who we are. We didn't create ourselves. We didn't make ourselves. It is Chukwu coming and made us who we are. Biafra is about survival. We are fighting for our survival every day in Nigeria. When you go to bed, you're not sure you're going to wake up the following morning. You go to your work, you're not sure you're going to return back home. Once you walk out of your house, you're not even sure of returning back. You go to midnight, you go to bed and sleep, you're not sure you're going to wake up. That is the problem. It is sad. Identity problem. Survival is a question of survival. People want to live. People want to survive. People want to exist. But they don't want it. Safety. Our safety matters a lot. That is what Biafra is all about. Safety. Secure the people. Give security to your people. That's what it's all about. It's not about antagonizing anybody. It's not about attacking anybody. It's about safety. Biafra is about safety. Biafra is about human rights. It's about human rights. Self-determination is our right. Self-determination is supported by international law, by African Peoples and Human Rights Law, and by Nigerian law itself. Self-determination is a human right. It is not a privilege. And we activate these human rights instead of the West to support. Instead of we to support, they are busy antagonizing what we are doing. They are busy calling us names. It's a shame. It's a big shame. And I pray that things changes as soon as possible. We need our rights. We need dignity. We need at least a little dignity. We don't have dignity in Nigeria. Not even one bit. Look at the way our brothers and sisters are being treated. Look at the way our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekan, is being treated. And today transferred to Sokoto for no just cause. And everybody is silent, feeling that it's okay. Before the whole world, a televised judgment based on assumptions, based on the feeling of the judge. And yet nobody questioned it. Nobody questioned it. The earlier you wake up, the better. Because if we continue to stay in this circle, a time is going to come when they cannot hold anymore. Millions of people are losing their life. Millions of people have lost their life already. And more are going to lose their life. Yet, instead of empathy, the media build suspicion. The media never have empathy for the Biafran people, for the Igbo Biafran. Never. All they have is suspicion. Instead of investigating the complaints that we are laying, they amplify political taking points. Instead of them to pay attention, the complaints we are laying, pay attention to the complaints, what Biafrans are asking for. No, they don't care. They focus on amplifying the talking points, political talking points. That is where the flow was. They focus on political talking points. Biafra became a forbidden word. In Nigeria, Biafra is a forbidden word. Once you mention it, you can go to jail for it. Mere word. Biafra became a forbidden word. But are we going to allow it? Are we going to accept that standard of making Biafra a forbidden word? God forbid. I am a Biafran. I will remain a Biafran. I will die a Biafran. Nothing can take me away from who I am. It doesn't matter what. Even if everybody decides to walk away, I will never walk away from who I am. I will never walk away from who I am. I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect every one of us. Do not allow us to see shame. They make Biafra a forbidden word. Not because it's violence. Not because of violence. But because the truth behind it was inconvenient for those in power. That is why the reason they are fighting Biafra is because of the truth behind it. It is not just because Biafra is just a name we gave it. It is not just about that name. It is about the truth behind it. The truth behind that. It is so sad. It is so sad that in the 21st century, we'll be seeing what we are seeing. And everybody think it's okay. Everybody go about their business. I think it's okay. It's not okay. Wherever you are, and you're pushing your button, trying your evil against us, it will not work. You cannot pull the Biafran people down. It doesn't matter how you try. You can keep trying, try as much as you can, but we are not giving up. We have never given up, and we will never give up. I urge every one of us as Biafrans, continue to do your part. Anything you know you can do to make our voice heard, please don't wait for anybody. Anything you can do to make sure that you give Mazen the kind of voice every day, do it. Don't wait for anybody. If you do good, you do yourself. You do bad, you do yourself. As for those who are propagating evil against Mazen Nandekano, their days are numbered. Their days are numbered. Many of them who are speaking against Mazen Nandekano, in one way or the other, they will get their reward. They will definitely get their reward. Do not be discouraged. Don't allow anybody to bamboozle you. Nigeria that we have seen today is a failed state, remain a failed state, and nothing will make it recover. All we are waiting is for the final whistle, and we'll be gone. We'll be gone, and we'll leave this terrorist country on their own. It is going to happen, whether they like it or they don't. We are going home, and it's going to happen. So wherever you are as a Biafran, I urge you to stay strong and be security conscious at all the time. Be security conscious, mainly at this particular point in time. You must be security conscious. We have lost so many lives, and we don't want to continue to lose, because the Biafra we are seeking for, it is human being that will be there. There must be people that will be there. So don't be careless. Anywhere you find yourself in that contraption called Nigeria, don't be careless. Secure your life. Secure your life. Be careful where you go. Be careful what you do. Watch your environment at all times. Don't expose yourself to danger. The enemy that we are up against cannot understand. I urge every one of you that is watching the video to please tighten up your belt. If you have not been serious before, this is time to be serious. Those who are living abroad, call your families back home and warn them. They should be careful. They should be security conscious. This alarm that is blowing everywhere, Mazen Nandekan warned since 2010, and we didn't take him serious. Today, every single thing he had talked about has come to pass, and more are still going to happen. All those things that Mazen Nandekan was telling us, this will happen, this will happen, and we'll call this a bluff. Today, they are coming one after the other. And I bet you more is coming on the way. The Janjaweed have surrounded everywhere. It is sad, but that is the truth. I will not come here to deceive you. That is the truth. They have surrounded everywhere. Remember when they arrested, when they kidnapped the prelate? When they kidnapped that prelate, what did he say? They told him that they are everywhere in the bushes. They are waiting for order. And when that prelate gave that information, what did the Nigerian government do? Nothing. They did nothing. Today, they unleash more mayhem. You can imagine they are moving all the way to Port Harcourt. They have moved all the way to Port Harcourt. Where did they pass? Of course, they passed through the southeast. Then you can imagine the number of things they have dropped in the southeast. Just the other day, we saw a video where a trailer was passing and bullet was falling down from the trailer. A trailer was passing and bullets, bags of bullets were falling down. Now you understand the amount of force these people have. When it had gotten to the extent that they put bullet on the trailer got filled up and bullet was falling down from the back. AK-47 bullet. So when you see them spraying their gun, you think it will finish. You can imagine when a trailer was carrying bullets, it gets filled up that it began to fall out. And one of the bags that fell out broke and they saw bullets in a trailer. And some of you still think it is business as usual. Some of you still think it is chatting. You still believe it's a joke. Some of you think it's a joke. You must be very careful. You must be very careful. What is coming is heavy. And I bet you, if you are not careful, you cannot be able to withstand what is coming. Everyone has to be security conscious, have to be careful. What is coming is heavy. You will not face it with ordinary mouth. You will not wish it away. You cannot just say, oh, God forbid, and you go to sleep and it goes in. No. What is coming is heavy, and we must engage in a fight to stop it. We must fight to stop it. You don't wish it away. You know the common saying, when they say something, they say, oh, God forbid. Oh, God forbid it will not happen. It is good to forbid it. God will forbid. But you need to do something to stop it. Every information we are passing in the media, calling the attention of the international community, is a job that you too have to participate. As we are shouting every day, they call us noisemaker. They call us noisemaker. We don't know what they're saying. We're shouting. And I bet you think they're not hearing. They are hearing us. Just like through one man, this calamity came. Through one man, this calamity will be overcome. You saw through only the tweet of Donald Trump. 2 tweets from Donald Trump alone changed the whole narrative. The same way, one speech that will be issued by a world power will end the whole thing. This Zolka Republic will come to an end. And that time is approaching very fast. The time is approaching very, very fast because there is no more time. The more you continue to delay the doomsday, the more they continue to have their powers. The insecurity in Nigeria and the media misinformation is disturbing. The misinformation of Nigerian media is disturbing. And for that, we must not keep silent. As I said in the morning, I am not telling you to go and lie to anybody. Use your platform, speak the truth and nothing but the truth. That is all we're asking. Use your platform, speak the truth. Tell the world what is happening. Tell the world what is going on. No lies. We cannot get Biafra with lies. We can only get Biafra with truth. We can only get Biafra with the truth. Don't lie. Tell the truth. At any single opportunity you have, open your mouth and speak the truth. Speak the truth. Begin to prepare and protect yourself, everybody. Begin to arm yourselves. You don't just pray and go to sleep. You pray and you put your prayer to action. Any little way you can give yourself protection, please do it. Please do it. Any little protection you can give to yourself, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okike. Any little protection you can give your family, do it. Every other people is protecting themselves. We were the people that first started it. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu started this defense, to build defense. When he saw what he started it. But instead of us supporting Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, we ran away. We thought it was a joke. Today, even the one we have before have gone. The little protection we have before is gone. Today we are more vulnerable. You can imagine if these terrorists can go to Port Harcourt, all the way to Niger Delta, Port Harcourt, and they went to attack. And you saw how they dealt with them. You saw how the militants dealt with them. Gun all of them down. They don't do. And they show the video. They take them down and they show the video. Who can do that in the Southeast? Who can do that in Igbo land? Who can do that? Who can do that? What they did in Port Harcourt, what those guys did in Port Harcourt, took away the terrorists, take them down and show the video, video them and show it. Come online and show their arm. They say, we are waiting for you. Come. Did you see anybody arrest them? Did you see anybody call them names? But if it were to be in Biafra land, you will see a Biafra, an Igbo man will stand up and say, oh, why did you do that? You don't have to be violent. You don't have to do it that way. That is not the way to do it. Why do you have to kill people? You don't have to do. Terrorists that you know that they are coming to take your life. What happened in Niger Delta? That many of you have seen the video. You know, some of those videos, we cannot show it here. I cannot play those videos. But I believe many of you that are watching here now, you have seen that video. How the Niger Delta boys attacked the Fulanis and they brought them down. They video it, showed the video. One of them was showing ammunition, telling them they are prepared. Did you see anybody call their name? Did you see the Niger Delta leaders, their traditional rulers, and their governors talk? Did you see anybody attack them? Nobody attacked them. But if that happened in Biafra land, the same people you are protecting will rise up against you. Look at the propaganda they push against Liberation Army. They push different kinds of propaganda against Liberation Army. Oh, they are killing our people. They are the one killing people. Even when they know very well that the person that is committing that atrocity is not our people. Our sister, Lolo Neka made underground investigation. She's in Nigeria. She didn't hide it. She said it by herself. She made investigation that the whole atrocity that is committed in Biafra land doesn't have to do with IPOB. It is not Biafra Liberation Army. The people that are doing that is Nigerian government. Lolo Neka said that. And it is Nigerian government. Lolo Neka Chimezie, a journalist in Nigeria, say it. She say it every day. She exposed how Asara Dokobo was used to kill. But when after committing that crime, they will take their video, they will go and video the people that they themselves have killed. They will video it and they will come and show it to you and tell you that it is the Liberation Army that did this, it is the Liberation Army, it is the Biafran Army that did this. And then you will take it up from there and begin to attack your people. You begin to attack your people. That is why a devil advocate like Oju Zokaro, that is a devil, satanic man, will come out and begin to indict Mazen Nanekan. That is why that Jezebel, that lady, I don't know her name and I don't want to know her name. Knowing her as a Jezebel is enough. That Jezebel, that son of a Satan, Jezebel, that went and began to speak against Mazen Nanekan. That why should people still talk at this point in time? Somebody is still talking about political ambition. At this time, a Biafran is still talking about Nigeria political ambition. You can imagine that Jezebel was bold to come and say, at this time, even if you are not fighting for Biafra, only the son of a Satan will still be having political ambition in Nigeria. Only the son of a Satan, a failed state that has already failed already, but you are still busy preparing yourself for political position. It is a shame, but that is where we find ourselves. Let us hear the nonsense they have in their studio, what they have to say. It is all about insecurity. Let us hear.
At 6 this evening, I have via the telephone Mr. Awa Omiko of the Sunday editorial desk. Good evening to you, Mr. Awa Omiko. Can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Awa Omiko. Are you there? Welcome to the World News at 6. Can you hear me, Mr. Awa Omiko? All right, then. I'm supposed to be speaking with Mr. Awa Omiko. Mr. Awa, can you hear me? Good evening to you and welcome to the World News at 6.
Good evening. I can hear you.
Thank you very much. I can also hear you. Let's actually get right into the conversation. The president has declared that the herdsmen all over the country should surrender their guns and stop open grazing and instead opt for ranching to actually curb the menace of insecurity across the country. But they've termed this as to stop farmer-herder clashes. And of course, in the directive, we also see that the presidency is talking about how it is this that has caused the abduction in Kebbi and Niger State. How is it that up till now, with how serious we've seen that these terrorists are, there's these situations that are still being branded as farmer-herder clashes? And if they surrender their guns and
this is the madness.
And opt instead for ranching, would it solve the
This is the madness. Can you imagine that up till now, they are still referring this as farmers' herders clashes? Up till now, to show you the unseriousness of Nigerian government, to show you that the Fulanese are in charge, they have taken over Nigeria already. Up to this moment, they are still framing the genocide as farmers' herders clash. We have asked questions again and again, where are the clashes happening? With what? Is farmer clashing with somebody with AK-47? What is the meaning of clash? This word clash, does it have a different meaning from what it is? Of course, to Nigerians, every English word have a different meaning to Nigerian people. Human rights have a different meaning. Genocide have a different meaning. Killing have a different meaning. Everything in Nigeria have a different meaning. Restructuring have a different meaning. Peace have different meaning. A satanic entity that is not supposed to live the next second. Up to now, they are still branding, talking about farmer header clashes up to today. Even when the whole world have seen this as a genocide, it's nobody is clashing with anybody. A farmer that is in his farm, you bring your cow to come and eat up what he planted. And when he talk, you kill him. Then you call it a clash. Abomination.
Country.
Well, it's just a foul cry. That this is that it will go nowhere to stopping insecurity, because our security apparatus has been sabotaged. That's completely. And if all this, let's begin to check our borders. What happened to our borders? What happened to the security men at the borders? Why must our borders down be so porous that to get our passport or to enter the country is just as easy to any market? It's uncalled for. If we are serious, let us fight insecurity in all those places. Look at what happened in River State. Those Fulanis, they don't look Nigerian. They even true there. They never been very little Nigerian. These were missionaries imported into the country to do maintenance to the people. And until we stop doing all that, that is when we get it right. Our security apparatus has been sabotaged. There is no two ways about it. And the people involved are still there, still doing their thing, as if it's a tea party. Until you get them arrested, get them tried, and if possible, killed. Because what they are doing is something else than killing people, fighting people and destroying the economy. Until we stand on our feet to actually do the needful, this top carrying rifle and this and this will be just a mere thing to just be rhetoric. If they don't carry weapons, how will they be able to face these militants that are having sophisticated weapons to fight them, to kill them? If in a situation where you have the weapon, I have my weapon, we can always judge up. But in a situation where one party has his weapon and the other one does not have, what does that mean?
You know, the situation actually, Mr. Awa Omiko, is more of that the president wants these headsmen to drop their arms, right? It's not about arming farmers, because the farmers have even said they do not need weapons. The only reason why the farmers would need weapons, please. Mr. Awa, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
The only reason why the farmers would need weapons in the first place would be to protect themselves from these headers. So the question is, if these headers, there's a video making the rounds on social media where a Fulani header came out to say that headsmen do not carry guns. The only thing they carry are sticks and cutlasses, right? And any headsman who you see carrying a gun, carrying an AK-47, is a terrorist and not a headsman. But a number of times we've been told that, they carry these weapons in order to protect themselves from attacks by people who may want to steal from them, maybe kill them and take their cattle. But do you think, if this is not the first time we're talking about ranching, do you think that this time around they will actually embrace it, that their leaders in the north would actually embrace this ranching?
Embrace
right
my
now,
food.
the question is not whether or not they are Nigerians, because they have made their way into Nigeria, they've infiltrated the country. How do we ensure that they are disarmed?
After when I look at our politicians, the legitimacy of the people, wherever there is ranching, we get better cows, better cattle. But here, we don't want to move around. Go back, let them have the ranch. If you give me, let them be put in the ranch. Let that be a law that cattle, cows should not run the street. Once there's a ranch, all the things will stop. It will help reduce. It will minimize it, but it will not stop it. Because insecurity, kidnapping and banditry has been seen as a business. But when they are at a ranch, they occurrence becomes minimal, and people will be the Fulani herdsmen will be easier to check. So, if this is the right time, the northern elements, the northern elites, or those that are speaking for them, should embrace ownership. We shouldn't be mixing economic issues with political affairs. One thing should be the answer now to actually make sure that the people go back there. If I can't even achieve it, that they use the cow to transfer weapons, to transport weapons from the north down. And if you go to the east, you see that all those cows in the farm there, the string will cut there. The council, the herdsmen carry AK-47. They garnish it. So we don't see them as a terrorist. We don't see them as a terrorist, but as a bandit. And anything, as a herdsman, and anything you do, they fire. So until we revisit our laws, let the governors be strong. Let them dump the constitution and read it through. There are executive governors. There are certain laws that you can make to prevent those from those heads moving up and down with weapons. But here for politics and votes, they wouldn't say anything. Until we stand on our feet and keep on saying it, there will be no changes. Thank you.
All right. While we're talking about this situation, the president has directed that more people should be recruited into our security, more personnel should be recruited into the police, into the military, and other security institutions.
We can go kill them.
Do you think this will actually curb insecurity, or are we sending more people to their quick ends?
You want to send more people to their quick ends?
That is book knowledge. Because after all, we are reducing the number. Let us bring in more people. That is the book knowledge. But the real thing, have we treated the crisis in the military? Those young ones, how do you transfer them? How do you keep them? You recruit them, you train them, after training them, you put them to an area where they don't know, and within 3 days of entry, within 3 years of, in fact, within a year or 6 months of entry the army, they no longer exist. The government through its policy unlike them, which is wrong. And this will make the military, this will discourage people from entering the military. Until we revisit our sense of nationhood and patriotism, in fact, we will get nowhere. And I will advise them to go and read the book, The Prince and his Military. If you don't equip your military properly, don't equip your military and your security architecture, country, weaker than ever, will affront you and take over, and which is part of the thing US is trying to do gradually, and which is part of the thing is trying to do gradually. But you could remember in those days that once upon a time in this country, when there was an attack from the eastern flank country, known as the Gender, and you see what Nigerians did to them. If such measures should be applied in the north, I don't think this Boko Haram could even be infiltrating our country, entering our country as if we're entering the market. Until we really do the right thing, nothing seems to. In fact, recruiting people will not be the answer. You see people running away because we have not dealt properly with this in service. How do you handle that? How have you been able, those that are even killed, how have you been able to take care of their families? And this is one of the reasons why people are running away from the ministry. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Awa Omiko, still talking about this issue. The police has withdrawn some personnel assigned to 20 very important persons in Abuja. Of course, we know the president had directed that the police personnel should be withdrawn and put into better use. And the VIPs have been told the security protection they should ask from the NSCDC. After all, they are also a security institution in the country. Personnel like Atiku Abubakar, former First Lady Aisha Buhari, even FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and others, even the Oluwari, even the Chief Justice of Nigeria, all of them, their police operatives, the police personnel, their escorts have been withdrawn. They've been told, if you need security, ask the NSCDC. The IGP is telling us that over 11,500 policemen have been recalled from VIPs. Look at the number of police personnel that were attached to a few people as against policing the affairs of the average Nigerian. Just like I asked yesterday, does it mean the average Nigerian is not a very important person to the president, to the federal government, to the politicians who seek their votes when it is time for elections?
You see that 11,000. That is more than the place of Togo, more than the place of Ghana, more than the place of Gambia, Sierra Leone, more than the place of 2, 3, 4 countries put together. That is what our VIPs are keeping. And yet the police force were tolerating them. It is high time, if I don't record, what is the essence of security now? Can they go back to check crime? Because they have been overfed. Eating with bread, and omelette. They've been overfed. They should go back to training school and be equipped to handle crime. And be equipped of the situations on ground. And how some of them, I'm sure, if you give them AK-47, it is possible they may not even be able to operate it. Because they are now, for over 10 years, they are used to carry Madame's bag and umbrella for that. So they are forgotten how to operate the.
When you hear them speak, the only reason I bring their program is for people to hear from them too. Because when we come here and only us talk, some people will think we are making it up. But when you go to their media and listen, you see exactly what we are reporting is what they are reporting. But in their own, they mix it coat it with sugar and tea to make it acceptable. Just like they are still pushing the farmer headers clash. Look at the one forcing people to join the military. They made an announcement they're going to force people to join military from 18 to 18 upwards. You remember the time that they don't allow you to join except you are a northerner. They will make sure some people will go to the extent of changing their surname to a northern surname to be admitted in the army. But today they are begging up to the extent of making it force because Nigeria has gone. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, it has ended. Nigeria is a failed state. There is nothing you can do to stop the terrorists. Okay, headers should stop open grazing. Is it today? It's not today. The whole Southerners have come together and ban open grazing. And when they ban it, El Rufai came out and told them that they are joking. There's a joke. They cannot stop it. And today, the president is speaking and you think it will happen. It cannot happen. You can't stop them. Neither can you take away the AK-47 from them. You heard Shegumi tell you they are only kidnapping and they collect ransom. That they are trying to negotiate with them. Not negotiate with them and take away their gun. Shegumi say they will negotiate with them and allow them to hold their gun. Gradually, before they will ask them to drop their gun. Imagine. Terrorists. We're talking about terrorists. We are talking about terrorists. They have an active negotiator working with the government, going with police escort. And some of you still think you have a country. Shame on you. My only concern is that they should not bring their media propaganda to our Supreme Amazon Nandekan or Mazin Samanako or the Biafran people. They should keep it to themselves. We must continue to expose them. The injustice against Mazin Nandekan, the unlawful sentence against Mazin Nandekan can never stand. No matter what they do, we will continue to expose it. We will continue to expose it. As we speak, the lawyers of Mazin Nandekan are going from places to be traveling to Sokoto, flying Sokoto here and there. That is the situation they have created for us. So that it will be more difficult for people to move around. But the lawyers will take the pain. I saw Ejimako. He made a video in a flight coming back from Sokoto. That is how difficult they have made it to be. But no matter how hard it is, Chukwu Okikabiyama is in charge and will never give up. I appreciate everyone that have been with us on this very quick program. Thank you for joining me on this very program. We're going to see you again tomorrow morning by the special grace of Chukwukabiam. Tomorrow is Saturday, and we're going to have our Saturday program tomorrow morning. Please try and join us on time, because we will do it as fast as possible tomorrow, and so that people can go about their businesses tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. May Chukwukabiam guide and protect every one of you that joined. I can see my beloved sister there. I can see my sister Stella Uzuka. Thank you so much, my sister Stella Uzuka. I can see Messi Akere TV. Thank you so much, Messi Akere. I appreciate you for joining. Always you're supporting. I can also see my brother. You can see my brother who is there also. Thank you so much, brother Gerard Dike. Gerard Dike, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everyone that is watching. Whether I mention your name or I didn't mention your name, you are a very important personality on this program. Thank you for joining. Like and share to other platforms. We will see again tomorrow morning to continue from where we stop. May Chukwukabiam guide and protect every single one of you that participated in this program. See you tomorrow morning and stay blessed. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear. Now go with the go so. Herdsmen they kill us every day, but them busy they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Who be that? I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jealous. Something done the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It's very close and they feel when the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Who be that? I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.